We're in a really privileged position in our industry. It's a very exciting time where we're working with some of the world's biggest technology providers. So the three that we've had on stage with us today account for more than 50% of the global UC market. However, we're also working with innovative organizations as well, with some great niche applications. Added to that is our skill set in designing, delivering, and managing cloud environments and networks and integration capability. And what I would say to you is, yes, we've heard from some of the world's leaders and some of the world's biggest companies, but actually what we're doing through collaboration, bringing all these companies and technologies together, actually gives you the best, the best possible combination, the biggest combined technology workforce and technology innovators worldwide. So what I'm going to talk about is really how things are changing, what we're doing, where we see the future, and how we're helping to deliver technology and change and successful outcomes for customers. So we've heard about the world is moving faster. It could be moving slow as well. But ultimately, what's happening is all these different worlds are coming together, whether it be consumer tech, corporate systems, cloud environments, data streams, and the internet. It is definitely having a disruptive influence and impact, but it is creating some great opportunities for us all. We're bombarded with stories of how millennials are shaping the workspace of the future. Again, we've heard about it today. We're being told that applications that they're bringing into the workplace is having a change on support models, shadow IT, a term that we've heard today. But the way in which you're communicating is changing. It's given rise to new terms in our industry: unified comms, digital business, and omni-channel. The nature of work is changing too, and again, we've heard about this already. It's not what we do, it's where we go. Moving from fixed desks through to collaboration zones and office work and coffee shop working to working on the go, working on mobile devices. Competitive advantage is based upon speed of decision making. It's also based upon sharing information, both locally and globally across employees. Greater collaboration is really required in today's economy, in today's world, bringing together experts across not just the business, but also the supply chain, and also working together with customers. There's a great opportunity for more agile and mobile workforce. But I would say, as a word of caution, it's not all about the millennials. Yes, for sure, over the next few years, they'll make up, in fact, they already make up the largest proportion of the working population. I think it's by 2020, 40% of the working population will be millennials and higher expectation of technology. But we mustn't forget other users across an organization. We mustn't forget preferences, and we must ultimately look to blend these different tools together. What I'd like you to do is to think back over your last 24 hours. I'm sure you've had several moments of uninterrupted connection with information and applications, whether it be web services, mobile devices, other people. And there's been the opportunity ultimately for this digital mesh, bringing it all together and surrounding it. What I would say is smart machines get smarter, big data gets bigger, and technology moves ever faster. And people, information, things, they're all coming together like never before across high-speed networks, the internet, and the cloud. So however people communicate, whether it's digitally, for example, email, social media, or chat, or more traditional methods such as the telephone, they want choice. That's clear to us. People want choice in how they communicate. And that's dependent upon what they're doing, where they are, and the nature of work that they're undertaking, and the urgency of that communication. People want flexibility from the devices that they use, but I agree, mobile has become the device of choice. And people are changing how they work together through collaboration tools. They want choices to when they work. So the idea of 24/7 access to technology, but also that flexibility of work-life balance and walking the dog on Hindhead Common. They want flexibility around where they can work, but also they want to service customers better. They want empowerment. And there's some great technology opportunities here through self-service, automation, but also using technology to improve the personalization that we're delivering to people. People want great access to information at the right time and in the right way. And I would say, yes, knowledge is power, but context is king. And I think as we move forward, expectations will continue to change, technology will continue to change, but overriding this is people want choice, flexibility, and empowerment. Okay, the things, the devices that we're using change too. And it's moving beyond that traditional telephone, the desktop telephone and the desktop computer, to these mobile devices, laptops, smartphones, and tablets. As I said before, we've seen the sale of tablets outstrip PCs last year, and mobiles used more now to browse the internet than any other device. But as we move forward, we must consider it is also additional devices and things of which people may use to interact. So whether it's wearables, augmented reality, or virtual reality, and of course, Internet of Things we hear about a lot today. I recently visited a college in the northeast of England, and I was really interested to hear how they were using virtual reality boxes to undertake virtual field trips for their students' learning to support greater education of different communities and culture worldwide, whilst accommodating some of the constraints within the budgets that they have today. Yes, the number of connected devices will continue to grow, but analysts talk to anywhere between 20 and 50 billion connected devices by 2020. It will definitely give rise to a truly connected society as we move forward. And we're seeing some great developments, early developments across different sectors, whether it be healthcare, social care, insurance, as we heard today, fitness and leisure, travel, manufacturing and logistics. The importance of up-to-date information cannot be underestimated. It is about that actionable insight, easy access to information, knowing what's going on, and looking at where user productivity, business efficiency and customer experience can be improved. There is lots of information already available to us, lots of tools, lots of MI, lots of analytics packages, and commonly we see this within the contact center place, as is the case with market study, using it as a key interaction for customers. I think as we move forward, there is going to be further efficiencies gained through automation, but as I'll come on to later on, there's also great opportunities for improved personalization and customer experience. And as we look at it, there's some new frameworks that are emerging. I don't know if anyone's heard of if this, then that, using conditional programming to actually understand things that are taking place in systems and triggers, and actually undertaking follow-on actions and processes and workflows in other systems. So what we'll see is the rise of system-to-system communication, which will be automated as we move forward. One great example of the use of new technology was something we built for the Retail Expo back in March of this year. We really wanted to push the boundaries and see what was possible. So we decided we were going to build a live solution based in the cloud for a retail organization with an e-commerce site, which you can see on our stand upstairs. 2 stores, 2 physical stores on the stand. We delivered communication layer across the website with real-time tracking and awareness of time to answer across all different channels. So again, we talk about omni-channel. It's up there and visible on our stand. And we wanted to use Internet of Things sensors so that we could understand and track changes in purchasing and stock movements. We connected this back into a stock management system, into the contact center, and what we were able to do is automatically trigger emails and notification as stock levels started to move towards the reorder points, all recorded in the back office CRM. We also fed this notification back into the contact center as well, so that we could notify customers that now this product was back in store, whether that's via SMS, a call, or email. And by using secure payment services, we were able to manage the purchase of the product without any risk of leaking credit card information. All stored, monitored, and managed via the CRM application and the CRM system. And finally, using the latest Wi-Fi technology, which we'd have gone through in one of the tech talks earlier, we were able to identify customers coming into the stand, into the store, and push relevant targeted messages to them. So there's lots of benefits of the connected world. We're seeing more and more opportunities, whether it's helping people with faster and more effective decision making, whether it's looking at rapid and targeted deployments of new technology, and for sure the cloud is great for that, whether it's delivering cost savings, increased efficiencies and staff productivity. But I think also it's about natural collaboration. It's about providing tools and applications to help people work together more effectively and ultimately use tools that are enjoyable to use, things that we've been using outside of the corporate world in our personal lives. Joined up systems and processes are helping to automate, giving improved resource allocation, improved customer experience, but also freeing up people around improved personalization. And I think that's a great opportunity that I see moving forward, is the ability to join these different worlds together and move across those different spectrums. I think last year it was the Back to the Future Day, was it last year or earlier on this year? So I had to have that slide up there. But it is about providing a path to the future for customers. We believe it's really important to take the technology that we have today and look at how we can evolve and embrace new technology opportunities and innovation that we're seeing out in the marketplace. It's important to have adaptive architecture and infrastructure. And our ethos since the inception back in '84 was about adding value to customers, partnering with them, but also partnering with some great technology providers as well to help to deliver an end-to-end solution and accommodate change and improve return on investment. Our opportunity really today is to work together to enable you to leverage these new advances that we are seeing and hearing about in this digitally connected world. We've talked in previous summits about the consumer tech and how it's shaping the markets and how customers' expectations are also fueling that as well. And certainly people I see today, it's not just about the customer experience, it's also about the user experience. If the users in the business are using technology well, they're enjoying what they're doing, they're empowered, that comes across in our interactions. So we continue to see growth for unified communications, high-speed networks, and adaptive and resilient cloud infrastructures, multi-channel contact centers, and integration with back-office systems. Okay, what I'd like to do for the remainder of the presentation is just pick up on a few of these points. So where are we today? Where do we see the future? And how are we working together with customers and partners to design a path for the future for you all? Okay, so Britannic today, we support in excess of 750 customers across a diverse range of industries, and actually over 25 countries worldwide today. So with that, over our 30 plus years of experience, it's given us a really great insight into how people work and how technology can help. We pride ourselves in the long-standing partnerships we hold with you, our customers, and I really would like to take the opportunity to say thank you very much for your business and your continued support, and it's a real pleasure working with you. We work in a very fast-moving industry. It's very, very exciting. Our core pillars of focus are unified comms and telephony, contact center, networking, and cloud and hosting. We focus on best practice, industry-leading knowledge, end-to-end capabilities, award-winning system integration, and it's about having a proactive and innovative outlook to work with our customers. Okay, the next area I want to look at is unified communications. So again, we've seen this really gather momentum over the last few years and a lot of benefits that people are realizing. I'll share with you a case study shortly. It ranges from greater collaboration, whether it's using document sharing, video and audio conferencing, presence and availability indicators, and management access to a whole range of different channels that we see today on the device of choice. What we've seen is the improvements in productivity that can be achieved by getting people to work together. So the My team and the Microsoft team both talk to that. Customers have growing demands. We know this, and we know the younger workers coming into the workplace will continue to push this. And I think it's about how we use technology to also improve the customer experience and aspects such as first call resolution. I'll talk through that shortly. The next aspect is the contact center. So areas that we've worked in for many decades, in fact, now. And it's long been a key interaction hub working with customers. And for sure, we've seen a change, the move from voice and the introduction of email, and more organizations now looking to embrace digital channels and tools such as web chats, but also social media, all integrated into a single hub. And again, you can see this on the stand today. This new term, omni-channel, being able to move from one channel to another, record interactions in a database, and carry on providing support and service without this disjointed nature that we've seen before. And of course, with all of this, it's all logged, tracked, and provides you insight and information to help with management reporting. A new concept is emerging. We've heard a little bit about it today. So the idea of a communications layer that can be integrated into digital platforms, digital services, whether it be web services, whether it be mobile applications, or indeed CRM applications and back office services. And it's about using this mesh that we hear about and looking at providing relevant communication channels based upon preferences, point in time, and where somebody is at in their journey and interaction with you. This communication layer is being added into web services through CTI middleware and new technologies such as WebRTC. WebRTC, real-time communication, is about the ability to extend some of these UC tools that we've heard about directly into web services and mobile applications without the need for downloads and plugins. It's about creating an easy to navigate through communication interaction with an organization through a browser, through a mobile app, without having to navigate through different devices and channels. This technology, which I think that one of the last tech talks today will review, it's expected to be used by over 2 billion people worldwide by the end of 2019. So big change in our marketplace. It allowed simple move through chats, calls, application sharing through to video. And it provides the person receiving the interaction context and information about what that person's doing on the website. So yes, do have a look at the talk later on. It's in the C&E suite at 4 o'clock. Okay, the next piece is high-speed networking. So when we started the Summit program back in 2004, I think it was BT talking about killer stream circuits. So boy, have we moved on a long way. With greater use of video and collaboration technologies and more data, we've seen a massive growth in requirements for bandwidth. As such, it's commonplace today to implement super fast infrastructure, high-speed gigabit networks and connections, and network switching. Alongside this, we've also seen, of course, the ubiquitous nature of Wi-Fi. So much so that I believe Maslow's hierarchy of needs has been changed, and it's now seen as a basic right and level of human nature. Certainly according to my children, that's the case. As the Internet of Things, automation and machine-to-machine communication and learning will continue as we move forward, there's going to be billions of interactions that are taking place, automated, system-to-system, machine-to-machine, that have no interaction with people. And of course, what that's going to have is a greater demand for bandwidth. And with that is the key for visibility, management, and security, as we've heard, and the opportunity for scaling. Okay, so what have we been doing? Well, backtracking to 2010, we focused on taking a lot of the technology that you've heard about and seen today into the cloud. So we work with our partners and also other partners we work with and our own technology to move into cloud infrastructure. Alongside that, we set up interconnects into various network providers, and our focus was on supporting end-to-end solutions, supporting the contact center solutions as a service or UCaaS as a service models, which we've done with Avaya, Mitel, and Microsoft. So again, the range of technology you've heard about today, we're providing to customers from the cloud. We're working with people to either help them migrate to the cloud, connect to the cloud, develop contact center strategies, undertake UC deployments, and also manage the introduction of next generation networks. Our focus on working with customers is to help them ultimately leverage all these different technologies that are available in the marketplace and join the world together, join the different technology. And to do that, it's clear a strong partner ecosystem, great technical capabilities, real-world experience, and an open approach to integration and technology development, all underpinned with active monitoring and controls, is very important. Okay, I'm now going to share with you a recent experience that we've worked on with a customer, a company called H.W. Fisher. They've been clients of ours for many years now. In fact, it was back in the 90s that we implemented an Avaya Index telephone system, a digital telephone system, which was state-of-the-art at the time. And what was clear was the system really had reached its end of life. Yes, it served them well, but there was so much more that could be achieved for the organization. So we worked with the team to look at the art of the possible. We undertook demonstrations. We wanted to make sure that our customer understood what was possible and the transformation that could be achieved through this new technology. And they worked with us and others indeed. They undertook a review across the market, across 6 different vendors' technologies. And we worked with them to undertake reviews, provide guidance, talk through other projects that we've gone through and the approaches and lessons learned and what works and how to manage this change and migration. We undertook demonstrations and workshops because we wanted to look at how this new technology could support improvement and empowerment within their business. We helped to review the financial aspects, look at cost savings, and also audit the existing infrastructure and networks. So as we're adding these new applications, would the existing infrastructure be able to support it? And if not, what changes were needed? And we shared how we could help to manage the transition to the new solution. So after that review process, I'm very pleased that we were selected to implement the UC platform and the converged network. And now all 300 employees across the organization have a single software tool to improve the way in which they communicate. So features such as click-to-call, voicemail access, call logs, directory lookups. They can see the presence and availability of colleagues. They're all now empowered to conduct audio and video conference calls easily. They can send instant messages and also importantly share documentation with colleagues and clients regardless of device and location. So they've achieved a lot of benefits from the new solution. Reduced travel time, enabling people to work together in real time across different locations. Compliance was important, so aspects such as call recording has helped not just meet the compliance requirements, but also training and improving accuracy. The new system has prompted some innovation amongst the teams, and they're ultimately working together to share what each other person is doing and how to take the technology forward. And their clients have already commented on the great new service that's being delivered. And additionally, we saved, I think it was around about £10,000 as a result of the implementation of SIP from ISDN, whilst also improving call routing and DR. So where do we see the future? Well, I think what's good for me is there's a lot of commonality from all the people who have been on the stage today. More unified communications, bringing together of technology, in the connected world that we're in. More cloud, more mobile usage, more bandwidth requirements, greater automation, more data being created, but also more personalization. That's a topic that I've discussed with a number of people in the breaks that we've had, that as we're looking at automation, we're also looking at how we can improve the service experience with targeted and tailored interactions. And of course, with all of this, it's about having more APIs, more systems integration to join things together. So certainly this is where I see a great opportunity for us all. As we continue to advance with the technology, for sure we're seeing things like chatbots and IVR and automatic email handling and visual IVR systems and this if this then that's framework that I talked about for process automation and self-service web portals. We're seeing an opportunity for increased automation, but at the same side we're also seeing the demand and opportunity to create improved personalization, real-time, context-aware, empowered interactions to deliver improvements in service and experience. So what are we doing to help with it? Continued developments. So some of the aspects that we've worked on and continue to work on is implementing our next generation cloud. Core MPLS, very, very high bandwidth across our networks, and that's there to support not only what we're delivering today, but also the future for customers and being able to turn up much higher bandwidth flexibly and quickly to meet the growing needs that our customers have. Extending controls through applications and web portals. So we've got some exciting things coming out at the start of next year that we look forward to sharing with you. Optimization for real-time applications, and of course the need to continue to support security and management as well. Embedded controls and communication. So as I said, come and see the technology on show at the stand. It's really amazing as to what can be done today around embedding communication controls into different applications and web services and applications. Integration with CRM systems. So Internet of Things that we hear about, more and more automated process. How do we support it? Proactive monitoring. Again, this is going to be key. As more and more technology is being consumed, we need to understand and we need to manage accordingly. And this is done through not just the continued development of services that we're delivering to market, it's also done by working with our partner ecosystem and developing applications and services to customers, leveraging a lot of what you've heard about today. So finally, how can we help? Over the last few years, we've spent a lot of time working with customers, helping to set and create vision and strategies and path to the future. So where are people today? Where do you want to be? And then we go and build a plan and a path. So we can undertake audits with you. We can help you understand what you have, how it's being used, and where opportunities are for improvement, whether it's UC applications, whether it's the contact center, whether it's new networking environments. We can also undertake discoveries and demonstrations and help to get buy-in and some excitement about the technology as well, the art of the possible. And ultimately, working together, we can build the right migration path and strategy. Yes, we hear a lot about the cloud. Yes, we know people are moving there. But conversely, we work with organizations both on-premise and in the cloud. So it's not one size fits all. It's about working together to build the right path for the future. I firmly believe that the experience that we have, the capability, the ecosystem, and the drive and the desire and enthusiasm that we have as an organization really presents us as a great choice to work with you, a safe pair of hands, based upon over 3 decades worth of experience, bringing together innovation, security, reliability, and proven expertise. So what I'd like to do now is to thank you very much for your interest. Thank you for coming today, and I really very excited about what we've heard and also the opportunities ahead. So thank you very much.